Hello YouTube, another episode in, and between these two episodes I've topped up on some things. It's just so we're not standing around waiting for things to be made. In the last episode we got our red science done and our green circuits, so now let's start looking at producing our green science. We needed two things. We needed belts, which is plate and cogs, and we needed inserters, which is plate, cogs and electrical circuits. So first of all, let's get our cogs. So this time we're probably going to go with quite a lot of cogs because we're going to need them for both machines. So if we do this and run our belt in, to there, so let's add these in. And get a splitter, split that down and run it straight in. No messing, no messing. Let's get power connected up. There, and let's go there, 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 and there. So we need to put our cogs out on a new line, which is going to run back this way to give us some space. There's our cogs. So now what we need is probably run that line down to here. What do we need? We needed, let's start with these. So plate and cogs. Well, plate's easy enough. We can split our line again and run that straight into there, which gives us everything we need on that line. Run it across and run that like that. So let's give our inputs, oh, stuck, there we go, outputs, and run our belt this way this time. Let's give that some power. Okay, belts are being automated. So now on this side, what we're going to do is fill that belt with the same stuff. Just before I carry on, might want to fill them up. These are going to be this one, but this one needs electronic circuits as well. So how we're going to do this, we could get 10 of them for a start. Why don't we, because we have cogs, but we need them down here, so let's do it this way. Let's run these this way, run a separate line back this way. And what we're going to do is our inputs are going to be like this. We're going to take from this line the cogs and plates, and then we're going to use these red ones because these have got a longer reach to take from the second line. Let's just make that a little bit longer, and we're going to connect that to our green circuit. So let's run that this way down here and there. So that gives it everything that needs. If we now put that there, we can now output those on that side of the belt. Run that belt through there. Bring it down this way. And the beauty of this is now when we need belts and inserters, we have them. Beautiful. Okay. Green science. I kind of messed that up. Maybe not that one at the end. Green science. Whereas those, we've got them on the belt ready. And hey presto. Wait. Let's not go that way. Let's come in this way. So this needs our input on this side, output on the other. Let's give that some power. Yeah, like that, like that. That all has power now. And we're going to run this belt across this way. Where is our red? So it's up there. Stop that a minute. Let's run it that way. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it to the red belt, the red science belt. Like this. And then if we do that, now we have our green science running on that belt. It is messy, it is just chucked together, but we are just building a tiny little starter base just to get our science going. Now we have green science running, and is everything running properly? Yeah, looks like it. Be a little bit on the slow side. We could have maybe just another one just there. Extend this a little bit. Some power there, and we need an input and an output, and then make it green science. This gives it another one. Okay. Now that's done, I'm just going to take a load of these, because why not? Green and red science. So now let's have a look. What do we actually want to go with? So we're not got any biters on, so we don't need all the walls, all that kind of stuff yet. Probably ever. But automation 2, that's something we're probably going to want. Advanced smelting is another thing. Electrical circuits, logistics mark 2, solar energy. Solar energy is going to be a big help. And at the moment, I think that's all we can go with, because there's other things to be filled in. But let's get that going at least. Okay. Now we've got red and green science done on that side and fully working. Let's start looking at automating some items for building. So maybe come down here. Let's get a couple like that, and let's see what we want to automate. So we want to automate belts, definitely. We want to automate those. We want them. Maybe even the blue ones, because the blue ones are better. We also want these being automated. So let's look at the list. What have we got? We've got plates and cogs. Still plates in that one. Plates and cogs. Green circuits. So plates, cogs, green circuits is all we need. Plates, cogs and green circuits. So all that can be made from what we're producing. However, it's cogs. There's a lot of cogs. Let's see if we can come up with something. So way back when I used to play this, we used to do something like this. So we would have, wrong button, that. And then you would have that there. Then you'd have another one of these. Then another one of these. And then you'd have another one of them. And then you would have your line. And that would... Okay, so first of all, let's bring these out. These are going to be our copper lines. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make a lot of cogs so we can make all this automatically. So these are going to be cogs. Just do that. There we go. So there'd have to be a line for this one. So let's put one down the middle. To there, and then one up to there. Let's see how this goes. So if we do that, same at this top end, and then we put one of those in each end, and then we would do the same here, giving us more cogs. And then we're going to repeat that line. So that would be here and there. Split that line off. Split that line off. That's going to come... No, incorrect. Because we've already got a line for that. So we've got them there. Then let's do it again, I think. So 1, 2, 3, and then what's the gap? A full one? 1, 2, 3. We would put this here, this here, run our lines down again. Keep pressing that button. That one goes that way. That one goes that way. That goes in. That goes in. And then that'll go ahead that way. So they're just our copper lines. So we would take we would take plate into these. Like this, and then same on that side. So all our cogs are getting our plate from here. Spin that round, spin that round. There we go. So that's that. So iron plate, yep, iron plates on these lines everywhere. We take iron plate off to get the cogs. Now we need to get the cogs through. So that's one too far away. Oh no, it's one too far away. Why did I do that? Okay, let me just fix that. Get rid of that. Get rid of all that. Okay. This is going to go here. Like this. And then across. So the next one should be here. There, there, and there. Let's just do that. And then the lines would be like that. We want that there and that there. Now we can put those back in. It's better. I don't know why I put them the wrong way around. Okay. And then that wants to go there. Let's just do that for now. And then this one would be there. Oh, I've run out. And them I don't have made. So that's that. We'd need power. So 1, 2. We're just going to do it this way. That's going to come across and then go 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. That gives everything power. And then our cogs are going to be placed into this line. Like this. And then same from this one, this one, this one, and this one. Let's just do the same here. And there, 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 and there. Okay, so all of them are making cogs and they put them out on these two lines here. Effectively. Let's just run some power up. So it's connected. And we should probably bring our line down. So this one to there. Cannot reach. And run that down to there. So that's our iron coming in. You see they start making cogs, they'll place the cogs in there. And ultimately at the end of here, yep, we can see cogs coming through. Lovely. So all that's producing cogs for some of these items. So now let's start making the items. Let's go there, there, and there. This one's going to make these. So I need plate for these. I need plate for them. And I also need green circuits for them. So I need to bring green circuits down here. And what we'll do is we'll split them off. It's probably going to be best place, isn't it? Bring them. And then we'll run them along the side of this. Okay. So these lines want to be going across here. This line wants to go across here. So this one, plates and cogs. Well, cogs we can just pull from this line here. And then we would have to run a line of plate to there, and then another one. In fact, no, I don't even need to run another one. So we've got our cogs and we've got our plate. And then in the middle, we're going to put out to a chest. And then that one should be done. So let's just power that up. We would have to putting one there is going to be best, and then run it back. So that's now making our belts. What does this one need? This one needs plates and belts. So we put a box here and then effectively go that. What did I say it needed? Plate and belts. So I could put that there. One there. Because it needs plates. And again, that's going to output to there. Is that working? Yep. So that's going to put one in that. Yep. Okay, next one. So we need, again, where their box. We need to put one of them there. We need to go there to there. It's going to give us the belt, and then we just need that. Do we have a red one? We do. That there and that there. We put that to there. We can now put a box there, bring our output, and then we just need to power it up, make sure it all works. So that's everything going in. It's making one, it'll place it in there. So now we have our logistics, belt work, all being automatically made. So coming up here, we can now get rid of that one, and that one, because they've been done. So we need to work on these now. Let's go again with these. So is that going? Yeah, it's going to be far enough. There, and there. And this was inserters. Wait, maybe green lines down here. So let's do inserters down here. And then this one can be that one. Oh, we have the blue ones now too. Okay, that needs green circuits. So no matter what, we're going to be bringing green circuits up here. And then this one, I wanted a blue one. This is green circuits again. So green circuits are coming up here. Plate, cogs, green circuits, plates, green circuits, and yellows. So that's going to have to be passed. Let's just do that now so we don't forget. Okay. And what's this one? Let's go to green circuits. So our cogs is easy enough. We just bring them forward. Okay, so this one needed cogs. So let's take the cogs from there. This one doesn't need cogs. This one needed cogs. So let's take from there. Okay, what did this need now? Plates and electronic circuits. Well, plates is easy enough. We can bring our plates across. Plates across. Green circuits gonna need to come up soon. Okay, so we've got cogs, we need green circuits, plates. Let's get plates in. Plates in. What did this one need? This one needs plates, so plates are gonna have to come down. To at least there. So dip that there, make that. That gives us our plates there. Did the bottom need plates? Yes, it does, which can just be pulled off from here. Okay, so this got plates, cogs, needs green circuits. This needs green circuits, it's got everything else. And this needs green circuits, it's got everything else. I have to get green circuits past there now. So maybe we take this off and we don't bring them down. We use this one here to pull into there. So then the only thing that needs to come up would be green circuits, which should come up this way, which means that gets put through there, that goes through that way, and then that's green circuits done. And it's got to add them. So my box is going to go there, so I'm probably going to have to put that there. So one of our boxes in the middle. We want 1, 2, and 3. So these are going to have to up and over, up and over. Saying up and over, it goes under. And then we want our outputs, which is into the box, and into the box. Let's just power all that up and see if that's all correct. It's getting everything it needs. That should place in there. Yep. They're working, everything's working. We're running out of belts. Now I can just collect them. Oh, I have 288 belts. We're not really running out of these, but I'll take them. Now I've got 83 of them. 244 of them, with plenty of them. Right, I could do with some blues. So let's take the blues out and put them in there. And I've one of them, so I need some of them. That gives me 5. Now, there's a blue version of this. Let's have a look. No, we're talking steel now. We don't have steel. We can't do that yet. Okay. That is them 3 done. Now, with plates, copper, and green circuits, can we make anything else? That we're gonna need mining drills. So let's have a look. So let's do this again up here. Mining drills. We are gonna need those. Probably these, but that requires steel, so we can't do those. We've got those. We've got the ones we need reds, which is again yellows. And I don't think I can get them in. Can I? They need yellows, which are there. I could pass them across this way. So if we just get rid of that and then put it there, we get another box and place it there. And that can be our pass through to this one. This needs to be red. And we just need cogs and plates, which is really easy to do. So there's his plates. Cogs is easy again, we just bring that forward. Bring our cogs in. And then our output into our box that we don't have. Into our box. Give it some power, make sure it's working. That's working. Okay. What did I say we want for that? Green circuits. Which we could probably just do right here. So let's do our mining drill. What does it need? Plates, cogs, circuits. Easy. Run that across. There's his plates. There's the circuits. That'll be his rods. No, rods. Cogs. And then we need an output into a box. Happy, happy, happy days. So let's power that up. That should be getting everything it needs, yep. With a space here. So let's put this one in. What else can we build? Did that? Oh, we now have steel stuff. What do I have steel? And there's copper cabling. I don't really need to be making lights. We don't really need any of that. So that's probably it for now, even though we're short one. Is there nothing I can make really easily? Radars, why not? So that needs the same thing. And then cogs. And then we just need to bring some plate up, which we could probably just do that to finish it off, because this is the last thing we really need. Excuse me. And there. So if I put that in, I feel like I'm missing something. Nope, not missing anything. So now we have radars too, which we're going to have to start getting down soon. And there we have that. That is our little automation of all the things, or early things, that we need. We have miners being made. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, so this will just keep going forever until it fills up. And if we press this, we can actually limit it. So I'm going to limit that to probably 2 stacks. You don't really use that many. That's definitely 1 stack. That maybe 2 stacks. These, I'll go 2 stacks. These 4 stacks. These definitely 4 stacks. These 4 stacks again. I'll probably go a bit more with this. I might even just go full row on that one. And 4 stacks. So you don't really use that many of them. So they're now limited, so it's not just going to keep running forever. You can see my green circuits are not doing great. So we could probably extend that to make it a bit faster. But for now, we're getting what we want out of it. We have our automation now of a lot of the materials, so there'll be less waiting around. We have our science just constantly working away, and that green belt is doing so well. Green science is doing great, so is red. And ultimately in here, we're getting everything we need so far. What else do we need? We could use the engine. Engine is quite important. We could get circuit networks and not use them often, but I might at some point decide to get right into it. Tool belt, not really important. We're moving into the realms now of oil, I think. So we'll let that go ahead. We also need to find oil. I don't think we found any oil, because oil brings us plastic, brings us lubricant, brings us quite a lot of stuff. I think that needs power. There we go. But at least now I can come down here. We'll take them. we need to put some radars down. Let's put one here. Because what radars do is they open the map. So if we can get them in like maybe all four corners, so to speak. One there. It'll open the map a bit better. And we can start finding things that we need, like oil. Let's put that one there. See if we can find a space at the bottom down here somewhere. Maybe this one here. Or do we go a bit lower? We could go here. So looking at the map now. See, one radar's opened that square already. There's another one. As we speak. So that'll spread out and find what's just beyond the black shrouded bit. It looks like we are looking at oil soon. We are starting to wear a bit thinner on the iron there. But I'm not surprised we're running all this off that one little bit of iron that we've got going here. But as starter bases go, that's actually doing okay. So the idea from now that we have miners going, we're going to need miners to rip up more ores and things like that. We have all the different types of inserters that we're going to need going. We have belts and everything else. This is now going to start stockpiling goods. What is power like? Power doesn't look too bad. We are creeping up there a little bit. So I might be looking at power next. But while we let those build up, if we zoom out a little bit, it seems to be a big coal patch there, big iron node there. We could even still use these. I want to open the map up a little bit and see where we're going to start our next part of the base. Because this, what we've got going on here, is just our beginning starter base. There's nothing more to it than just a starter base to get us going. As we progress, we're going to need to make like our second starter base, our Kickstarter base, to get everything going again further. And then later on, we'll just start building a massive base. Or I could just go straight for a massive base now. It'll just take a while to build. And the idea would be, see how I've got this smelter going here? I'd probably build something a little bigger than this. And then 4 of them in a row to give me 4 full lines of iron. Same for copper, so that'd be like 8 huge smelters to give us loads of copper and iron. So we can make things like our green circuits in mass, make them much more, and maybe get a bus going, an actual bus. That's where I'm thinking of going next. Looking at a map, it's going to take a little while to open up. Got a little bit so far. But it's where do we go from here? So I think what we're going to do while we wait is concrete. Because our stone situation is pretty bad. So let's go and top up on some miners. So we come down here and we just go, yeah, I'll take all them. That's 18 miners for now. What else do we need? Maybe some of them. Some blue. Some red. A lot of belts. There we go. I like how I can just take all that stuff. Look at, oof. Right. So, for stone, what I want to do... Well, let's figure this out first. What do I want? I want normal stone, as is in that little box over there. I want bricks as well. Have we not? There. So that's something we need to research as well. And since we can't do that until we're waiting on research, let's look at expanding this. So what do we need? We need some of these green circuits, cogs. Right. First of all, we know a place we can get loads of green circuits and cogs. Well, I don't know about loads of green circuits. We're actually running out. Cogs, we can just stand here and take some of these, which will do me just nicely. And let's just take some green circuits. Let's run this way. Run up here and just take all these for a minute. There we go. Take these two. Let's go down here. Okay. How many can we build? That's perfect. So, let's go 12. Because these lines are actually backing up, and we could extend this by one there. We could extend it a few that way as well. Let's see. So our line's going to come in here like this. Let's take these. So 6 that side. 6 that side. And then we'll add those on afterwards. If we stop allowing these to be filled, when they run out, we can move them. So let's look at, because we want this to go a little bit faster. There. Okay, so now it's just 1, 2, 2, 2. So we have power. I'm gonna take, there we go. Excuse me. I'm so poorly lately. Okay. We have 7 labs. Just one more than we need. Let's just put that back in there. With the case of this, let's just get rid of them bottles. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Spin that. One more up. There we go. And then give these some power. Kind of don't like that being like, there we go. I mean, that should run a lot faster. However, we are going to run out of red. So let's just top this up. We can go and extend that. Give it some power. We could extend this, for instance. So let's go like that. That could come straight. No, it can't. It can go there. That gives us some more room there to put in row 2. Like that. One, two, 1, 2. Okay. So with no cogs, as you can see, going this way. So let's give us a bit more space. I can even get one in there. Yeah, I can. Let's put them there, and they just need quick input there, output there. 1 power, 2 power. And then we have all the cogs we need. Just to produce, what did we put in? Another 3. We nearly doubled it in size, so hopefully that'll help pick up the pace with the red bottles. I mean, we are getting through this now. Also, feel like, can you see the iron isn't making it all the way down? And it's not coming in as a full belt. Maybe we should sort that out. Let's give it a few extra miners. So if we do that, and then that's fine. Can run that across. That should fill our belt. Keep watching it from here. As we get towards the end, we should now start seeing a full belt from here. There we go. Give that time to work its way down. That should give us some more iron, so we're not bottlenecking this iron so harshly, because I think if we get down the bottom here, yeah, you can see that belt is just getting emptied. And it's mainly these. Green science could probably do with being extended. But if we do, we're going to struggle with the iron. It's possible. I think that's going to do it though. Yeah, it's starting to get to the bottom again. Look, you can see. And it'll start to back up. Means there's enough iron in there. So this belt should pick up now. Why couldn't we do this? Because we hadn't got our stone yet, had we? No, it's at the end. But for now, let's start setting it up. So we need some more mining drills. Why have we no mining drills? We've none of them either. Screen circuits. Oh dear, we are really running them green circuits thin. Iron's doing alright. Let's extend green circuits. Why not? So let's go that far out. Wrong place. Then there and there. 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 Back to there. Let's just extend them. Extend them. There we go. And then that belt wants to run that way. Get those in. 2, 1. They need to go in. And then we want that and that. That and that. This wants to go that way. That way, and nope, that one wants to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay, that's them. There, and probably there. Then just run these down. And that's give us an extra little set there. Might do it. We'll see. Hopefully it don't put too much of a strain on everything else. It gives us some extra circuits. We could keep going and see how far we could push this with the iron. But that iron's still looking a little bit thin. Why is that? Oh, lovely. These things are coming through quickly now. So what have we got new? We have red belts. So red logistics, which is something we might want to start automating, since it does only need yellow belts and cogs, yellow undergrounds and cogs, and red splitters, cogs and circuits. We could actually add that onto the end. We have solar panels, engine and steel rod. Let's just have a quick look. Can we switch to red belts? I mean, really? Red belts would want to be here. So we would have to, like, delete this and move it over one. And we don't have enough green circuits either. Maybe we can wait for that. I might build another one of these in his next space. Then again, I might just add it in. I don't know. Something to think about. I definitely need more green circuits though. And I'd need more iron, because iron's not quite filling that belt. Oh yes, fluid handling next. That's going really quickly as well. We were waiting on concrete. Oh, we wanted these, didn't we? We're going to have to make them manually. Let's just make them manually while we're waiting. 18 of them will do. So, I want raw stone to be saved in a box or whatever, some storage of it. But then I also want some more stone ready for making bricks and things like that. And they're going to be made for the paths, because you run faster on paths. And I want to make my base look nice. This is only a Kickstarter base. When we actually start our base, then we're going to need it to look nice. So this is going to be for our stone, and then we're probably going to do another one like that. 2 lines going across, and then we'll make this bit for what we need it for. So here come our temporary miners. Temporary amount of miners, should I say. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let them come in. So these are going to be coming out. So this bottom one, I will probably go pumpkin. The cat's talking. Hello. This is going to be for stone. So we're probably just going to put one of those on the end of it, and one of those. Those. That's going to need power. Get that there. And that's all that I really need with that for now. This one, however... Ugh, pressing wrong buttons. This one we're going to do sort of the same trick as before. So we're going to go like this. That's going to require coal though. Yeah, well, they'll have to be. Can't really, not until we've got electric miners, can't really do anything about that. So we're going to do our usual little smelter area. So, middle, that's going to be there, that's going to be there, am I right? Let's have a look. Yep, that's right. It doesn't have to be massive, just like that, that's enough. Can't reach. And there we go. So now what we want to be doing is doing our inputs, outputs. Let's do that. So there are outputs, inputs. Let's give it all some power. And then how far can we go? It's probably going to be there, there, and there, 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 and there. And then we'll connect those up so they're connected. Our miners are going to need power. And then at the bottom, let's just give it some power. So first of all, let's just run these across. So I want to go there, I want to go there. Now we need to get some coal. Now this coal up here, this is doing just fine. So let's just take some coal from here. So if we go this way and then across like this. Well, maybe let's not go right into there. Let's go up and over. So if we run it like down here into that, and then just connect that up. That's going to fill both lanes very nicely. And then what we're going to do is I want quite a lot of this stuff. Excuse me. Oh, we got all the circuit stuff. That's good. What's it doing? I wanted... I'm going to need some iron. Just take that iron there. That'll do. All the way back over here. So we can see that's just filling up. I don't need loads of that, but a full box of that will be fine. However, this, I want quite a lot of it, so I'm going to do something like that. And then excuse me, sorry. So yeah, that's going to fill all that up. Once it's full, and this will just stop running, which I'm happy with. But yeah, 5 boxes full should be enough. and then I can leave that running. How are green circuits getting on? Are we actually making some progress on filling this up? I believe we are. Look, it's filling up nicely. Is that full? Why have you stopped? Iron. Yeah, that iron is looking really thin. I think it's just because we've had to build a lot and it's not full yet. And as I take things out, it'll only be 1 or 2 items instead of what we got 9 being made. See, that's still going. That's full now, so at least that's stopped. It's quite evident we have not enough green circuits and plate. Iron plating, we don't have enough of each. Concrete is ready, which is good to know. So if I want to make concrete, I need a blue assembly machine and I need water and iron to make those. And then just those. How do you make that one? Steel as well. So okay, so we've got fluid handling now as well. This is starting to build up. So now that we have our stone, we have our items building, we've got everything we pretty much need. Our map is starting to open up. We are currently waiting on... Oh, no we're not. There it is. Oil. So we have some oil up here. It's not mega loads, but it's enough. So we've come to a good amount of time with this episode, so we're going to end it here. Next episode we're going to tackle oil. We're going to bring some oil back and produce oil and stuff like that, and actually start really progressing. I think oil's quite a big one. But yeah, that's enough of me. I'm out for this episode and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.